What's going on, everybody? We are back here with a quick introduction as we were caught a little bit off guard. We're getting back into the game. Round 3 is starting this time versus 1620, who just brought Alligator. You were saying they just brought Ground Zero to Game 5?
Yeah, they've gotten to Game 5 in both of their series so far, so they're still feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna say we're caught off guard. I'm saying that these players, as soon as they're getting the thumbs up to get into these lobbies, they're going, they're joining, and they are flying. And starting off hot here as well for 1620 Kings. We saw it in the second series as well, teams coming off of Game 5s. Scoring relatively early in Game 1 against Collateral. They do find that connection to take that early lead.
And this is starting to look a little bit reminiscent of many Collateral games up to this point. Those Game 5s, there is a real advantage coming into the match hot, right? That's an undeniable feeling that you are not cold, you haven't been waiting a while, you haven't been having to keep warm in free play, but to calm the nerves is also an equal, if not greater, advantage at times. And Collateral having that time to calm down, rethink, retalk, re-strategize might prove themselves useful as they are starting to put up a little bit of a fight here after that first goal was given away.
Yeah, and to remind folks, I see some of the discussion about it in chat. If Collateral come away with a win here against 1620, we will move on to day 2 of this regional event. And I do believe in Collateral. I really do. The debut RLCS, they've played so well. They've been competitive throughout, putting a shot on. This one will get saved. It's just going to be that little bit of breakthrough, the couple of things that have to click, and it would go so far in favor of Collateral. Unfortunately, a transition from 1620 Kings will lead to a goal. A lot of it on the backs of Jaffa throwing that fake or a whiff, either way, throwing off the defense. 1620 Kings up 2-0 in the first minute and a half.
You really expect Butters to make that redirection off the wall to take it away from his own net, but just missing it there at the end is really unfortunate. But now we have an offensive attack. I love how they're out the gate using each other, using the team. It is looking really good how they're starting to get things going, but they're just not able to put the puzzle pieces all together. Like you've been saying all night, is 95% there. Just is it 95% there 100% of the time? And are they able to give that extra 5% to just complete the formula?
So we have seen before throughout today the couple of goals given up in Game 1 in the first half, and usually a strong pushback to finish out the game. So this is a script that I'd like to stick to for the next little bit of it and start seeing that momentum coming through. Civic's looking to start some of it. A great touch onto the back wall, trying to set up Butters, who will be challenged. Ames looking to drop this down to the mid. The great hop up by Collateral in the midfield. Civic's coming through on the challenge. Butters coming off the sidewall, gets a piece of the baked potato. Butter on top of potato. That's just made for each other. As he comes through on the challenge, Collateral making their way upfield, still hunting for that first goal in this third series.
Oh, they're holding it down a lot better and keeping their offense on the field a lot longer, but breaking past that midfield line is becoming very difficult. It's where they spent the last long time at, and the quick counterattack from 1620 Kings proves to be highly effective. You can see right there, just coming a little bit too far out of the net. That flip, when there really wasn't a necessary use for a flip, really did help decide that goal. That was too much open space to be compromising your positioning like that. But nonetheless, here we are going in to the last 2 minutes, down 3.
We'll start to see them, like I said, push it. You talked about it. They're starting to sustain the offensive pressure more and more. It's continuing to push through and starting to show some of their teeth. And Butters showing some finesse, will get stymied. Jorix looking to make something happen. Baked potato pops it up, looking for the follow-up touch. Civics pre-jumps and gets the read. Jaffa trying to make it will be denied as well. The midfield play for Collateral working, but still down 3-0, 80 seconds to go. Civics looking for that drop down mid. Jaffa bringing it around town. Butters looking for the follow-up. We saw him take that angle in the last series. This one caught out just a little bit earlier. All three members of Collateral back. We're approaching the final minute of game one. Collateral, they're still hunting. They're still pushing. They still have yet to break through.
And this is something you mentioned in
Butters?
the beginning. Whoa. Yeah, we're going to take a pause right there. What?
Sorry for saying that it still hasn't broke through. Butters took that personally. And what a beautiful flick. What a beautiful shot to put Collateral on the board.
It's not what I want to see for them to come back into this, but it might be the momentum shift that they need to come back into this. I want to see the team plays push it through because I feel like that's a sustainable option. Whereas the solo plays, they're amazing, but they're not sustainable. But the momentum that they gain is undeniable. Can they carry that wave of energy into the rest of this series?
The Butters will get the challenge down over to Civics. 30 seconds left. Pops up over to the mid. Challenged by Ames. And will stay over in the midfield. Civics wants it off the ceiling. Jaffa will run interference, but Jorix coming in on the pinch. An unfortunate pinch back into the blue half. The challenge by Ames will be sent back into the net. The situation where Collateral were more of a pull the goalie type situation, trying to get that pressure up into the midfield. That final touch by Ames will sneak it past. 3-goal difference with 16 seconds. I don't like calling stuff early, because there's always a chance, but that last goal will likely be it for game one.
10 seconds left. It'd be
I'm great at cursing.
Great momentum shift right there. Caster Curse trying to touch you, but I think you might be safe from Caster Curse this time. That was just an amazing play by Jorix and Butters, coming through with the disruption and then the finish. Butters doing very good as second and first man positionings, doing his job very well in those areas, and I'd like to see more of that.
And Ames getting it down off the kickoff. That surely will take off enough time. Macy one for the road. Will change the final stat sheet, will not change the result of the game. And in fact, will hit the ground. Game one going the way of 1620 Kings into this best of 5 series.
That was a great finish to that game. We saw some flashes of excellence right there, some little sparks of brilliance coming from Collateral right there against 1620, and you could just see the potential. You could see what they're trying to create. You could see them trying to fix some of the previous areas. What I still see happening a lot is that third man on offense pushing in way too much. And I saw 2 goals get scored on us from that very easy to fix, but very common and easy to miss at the same time mistake. And here we go straight into game number 2. And let's see what adjustments are made from Collateral to try to refocus, but 1620, they're not changing a thing.
It's a solid follow through from Jaffa. An awkward bounce out of the corner caught Butters a little bit unaware. Butters very aggressive in game 1, and he had picked up 7 of the 8 shots for Collateral Esports, but caught off in that little bit of a hiccup owing to the curvature of the pitch. Might have a return by Civics to try to equalize within the first 15 of the game. Jorix will get challenged by Baked Potato. Ball popped out. Ames up as well. Civics goes for the slowdown. More offense for Collateral. Civics solo play. Gets a pass. Baked Potato looking for the pass. Getting in between the ball and the own defensive half to stall out Jaffa's challenge. Jorix out of the back hole. Might have an opportunity. Baked Potato comes through. Collateral Esports, they're setting up a little bit of a marketplace on offense. Sending some demos who will get cleared out by Ames. But just as soon as it is sent right back, Butters looking for control. The Baked Potato with the clear.
I like a lot of things they're doing right now, Alligator. They're putting, oh my God, I love that cut. They're putting they're putting 1620 in the same part of the field, isolating players expertly, but they just can't get past them. Civic's doing a great job wrapping back around, getting back in time off that quick counter. The offense from Collateral, when done right, is Oh, wow, is excellent at isolating and breaking down. They migrate the entire team to singular corners of the field and then just attack the gap that they left wide open. This is an offense that I love to watch every time when it's running right. When it's running right, every time you expect to see a blue car, there is a blue car already on the screen. And that's how it should be. The feeling of completion. And look at there, the double commit comes through. Can they take advantage of it? And just a great solo effort multiple times by their last defender keeps them alive again.
And 1620 been caught with their wheels backwards, so to speak, a couple of times with their last player having to go in for a bit of a desperation save. They've gotten away with it so far this game, but if they keep allowing this, Collateral are going to break through. Big Potato trying to drop it down to Ames, forcing Collateral back as they look to set up that offense again. Civics challenging. Baked Potato in the air as well. Butters looking for that deep touch downfield. Ames will get the power clear. Double commit in the midfield. Ames catch. Ego challenge from Jorix, but Ames will get the flip up. And Butters, opportunity. Back wall.
The double commit.
Will get hit by Civics. This will be an opportunity for
Punish
Collateral.
it.
But that final touch, able to get it out of the hands of the offense just enough, and 1620 Kings escape. 1620 Kings, 1620 lives back on the defense as they've been able to get away with double commits. They've been able to get away with challenges that normally don't work out so hot for teams at this level.
Exactly. And the Collateral offense is doing a great job of forcing the mistakes, but it's just lacking in the punishment of those mistakes. And that's really where it counts, right? You can force, you can disorient, you can screw up the defense as much as you can, but can you take advantage of the openings that you create? And so far, they just haven't been able to get the timing. And that's all it is right now. It's such a subtle, simple word as timing is slightly off. And in RLCS, Alligator, when timing is slightly off, that's the difference between first and 10th place.
Oh, absolutely. These players are playing at 150 kilometers an hour, probably faster. But they're pushing through. Baked Potato trying to find one from the top rope, but will get sent off to the side. Running interference as well. Ames maybe getting an opportunity, but Civics elevating to deny. And after the opening goal off the first kickoff, scarcely 5 seconds into the game, we've remained scoreless until the final minute. Is Jaffa trying to get that past 1620 Kings, trying to extend the lead. They're not comfortable at all with how things are sitting, even with the lead. Collateral are going to have to take advantage of it. They're going to have to push through. They got 45 to do it.
This is a scary lead to hold for 1620, and the whip right there, it is showing the discomfort, but the three-man push-up, as much, just like I said at the beginning of this series, it's just happening far, far, far too much. Way too overextended in the counterattacks. That's exactly where they've been taken advantage of all night long, Alligators. When they overextend third man into the box, into the attack way too aggressively, the counterattacks have almost never failed to result in a score, and that is a huge breath of fresh air for 1620 Kings, as they have just been struggling. Like you said, 1620 lives is more like it. They have survived a hurricane.
For the final 10 seconds, getting that pre-jump cutout from Butters. The time will tick away, and not in favor of us. As Jorix looking to try to get one on the board to end game number 2. Civics will keep it alive. Jaffa denies and will hit the ground. And we will see 1620 Kings move up to 0 in the series. And Scully, you've talked about it a couple of times on the rotations. You see this upfield pressure, and you see Collateral trying to push it through. They're trying to outrace, they're trying to outpace, and they can't quite keep it up there, and they're getting hit back on the transition. It's leading to a couple of pre-jumps along the back wall. We saw it a couple of times in game 2, and I didn't necessarily want to point it out, but we see situations where someone could drive up the back wall and go for a scoop clear coming out, but instead are elevating straight up to challenge the aerial. And a lot of that has to do with that full sprint back into defense after the third man was caught just that little too far up, and they see the ball over their heads.
That's exactly right. And this is a common misconception. I feel like a lot of players subconsciously understand, but to consciously put it into words is something, oh, wow. And this recipe still stands for Kings. As always, they need a first 10-second goal. So this is not surprising, but still very skilled and like, wow, that was impressive. Almost saved his own shot, but then Jaffa coming in to fix it. But this is very, like I was saying, this is subconsciously known by a lot of players, but to consciously say it takes a different effect, right? And that is
Here
speed
we
and
go. Here we
Butters.
go.
Okay.
We're
Butters is
not.
king of the solo play right now. He's just all about doing it himself whenever he can. And that was training pack simple. And that's why you do them. That's why you do the training packs. Repeatability is key.
And look, we're not calling anybody out yet because you get these one-on-one opportunities, and Collateral, they're taking advantage of it. Butters, Civics, and Jorix, they've all done these nutty plays up on offense. It's just getting those situations to develop and getting it to go through. So you must see a team play developing a
Oh,
great
that
demo by
demo.
Civics. Butters with the flick, with
Oh
possession.
my
He wants the
God.
bump on Ames. He's running
Oh.
interference. Jaffa, the third man, will get the save. A demo coming on to Civics as well, as suddenly pressure breaking out in the orange half. Baked Potato slowing it down. A couple of awkward touches. Java destroyed for daring to run interference in the midfield. Civics is going to pop this one high past Ames onto the back wall. Butters wants it. Java will cut it out first. Jorix coming through in relief as well. All three members for Collateral up deep again. This time applying a little bit more controlled pressure as Jorix try to find Butters, and they do! Collateral Esports with the lead in game 3 as the team play comes to fruition. Jorix takes advantage of the defensive mistake, and Butters capitalizes.
Just like what I said earlier, Butters has been killing it at first and second man positions. He has been doing an amazing job in those spots. And like I was trying to say earlier, speed in Rocket League does not come from how fast you can move your car, but your positioning. It is where you are on the field. And right there, Butters was perfectly positioned. If you are where the ball is going to be, if you are where the future is going to happen before the future happens, you're going to get there before everybody else. That demo was clutch, equalizing that ball, equalizing the game for 16-20. And that's something to note. Collateral just took their first lead. I think that was the first lead of the night, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, they won a game in Series 2, so I mean, come on, Scully. But of this series,
They
yes.
did, yeah.
Yeah, my guy, come on. Now, I almost hate to give credit to that demo. I love demo plays. Obviously, I don't want to see 1620 Kings benefiting from it, but it was solid. We are tied up here in game number 3. Butters will get the 50 pass down over to Civics. Bit of a mistouch on the back wall. Jorix will send this back upfield. An opportunity for Civics. This one goes a little off to the side. He's trying to catch Ames unaware, but Ames able to get the clear and buy time for 1620 Kings to get back onto defense to set up their rotations. And they'll march their way back downfield as well. Baked Potato with a slow roll, with a slow boil. They could not quite get the job done. Another challenge coming out in the corner. Ames aggressive. We see the clear coming through, still tied up. Collateral back on the defensive half again. A little more success on the offensive half so far this game. Still have half of it to go to see if they can keep the series alive.
Absolutely, and this is their chance right now. Their defense is holding very strong. Not even a good look from 1620s is coming through right now. Now, the pressure is there, but it is not, I wouldn't really call it a solidified pressure right there. I feel like he could have gone for the demo and left that net open, but all the same, Civics is there. Butters trying, 2 defenders in the way. This is the time for Collateral to shine, guys. They are all out. They are balls out, and they are ready to put this game away. Just 2 minutes left to do it.
That potential demo, I think one might be looked at again in the replays, as we might see an opportunity here for 1620 Kings will get saved. But we talked a little bit about it after the second series, about recognizing the opportunities to go make the off-ball plays, and I feel like that was a prime opportunity for it. But we're still tied. We're still very much in this game. Jorix downfield running amok. Civics getting involved as well. Butters rather far upfield as the third man, but will get to the ball first, pre-flipping into position, forcing Jaffa into the early touch. Jorix will
Oh,
get that center up to Civic. Civic's up, challenged by Ames. Quick turn by Butters, and more
nice.
pressure developing for Collateral. Baked Potato up
Uh-oh.
early. Ames with a great demo, but it couldn't follow up on the touch. Butters gets the save, and Jorix puts it to the side. We remain tied with scarcely more than a minute to go.
The equal games, it just seems like Collateral has a thing for overtimes. They continue to find themselves in the position. Still a minute to go. It's not guaranteed yet, but 2-2 has held on that scoreboard for quite some time.
We'll see a dangerous situation in front of
Oh,
the net.
man.
Knocked off to the side. Jorix looking to get it cleared out. Baked Potato back pass over to Jaffa. A little bit of a slow pass that buys Collateral time to grab the pennies, refresh the tanks, build that speed back up, and bring the ball with a little bit of help of the opposition all the way back into the orange half before getting transitioned back over to the Collateral defensive half. As Jorix coming along onto the back wall, 20 seconds left. Jaffa making a play. Butters trying to slow roll, gets it
Nice.
past, goes for the ball, gets past Baked Potato. Jaffa left alone in the net. Butters looking for the bump.
My God,
Civic's looking for
Butters!
the lead. 8 seconds left.
Butters!
Collateral have scored. We're looking at taking it if they can hold on for the final 8 seconds of the game.
Butters, that is an unhealthy level of God mode, right? What even was that?
Let's see if they
Oh
can
my
push that through. The kickoff looked to be dangerous for the moment, but Jorix with possession will keep it away. Jaffa, one last Hail Mary, dangerous. Butters puts it onto the back wall. Jaffa pops it up. Baked Potato keeps it alive. We'll see it cut through on the back wall. Dangerous again. Butters challenges, but roll one in front of the net. Jaffa almost saving it, but Collateral will instead.
Come
Baked
on.
Potato can't follow through. It's still alive. Jaffa onto the back wall, looking for the center. The save,
Man,
the
it's trying
shot,
so hard.
dancing to the ground, and it does. And Collateral have won game number 3 to take us to 4 in an utter. Oh, my goodness, if that could not be a more stressful
Oh my
way to end that game, but they hold on and we'll be going to game 4.
I was ready to put down the headset. That game was finished. It was over. Like Butters solidified it with that solo effort all the way down the field, beating 1, 2, and then 3, and then his teammate taking the shot. That was it. That was supposed to be it. That was supposed to be all she wrote. 1620 coming out with 1620 shots on net at 0 seconds. Oh my stress levels.
But we still hold on. We take the dub, and we will move into game number 4 with momentum on our side. This one, I'll say a little bit more skin of the teeth momentum, but you know what? Momentum is momentum. We're still alive in the series and still alive in the hunt for day number 2. We'll have to force back into defense for the moment. But a great bang downfield from Jorix will buy breathing room for the teammates. Collateral Esports back up on offense, looking to get the early lead.
This is the first game won without an overtime. That shows some improvement. In my book, that's improvement.
So far, holding off as well from the first 10 seconds goals that have been a little bit of a thorn in our side so far tonight. They have held on and doing well. Jorix coming through on the challenge. A mistouch by Baked Potato. Butters looking to take advantage and snipes it. Again, Butters over Baked Potato. A match made in heaven. And a goal on the board for Collateral. They take the early lead in the first minute.
Can somebody say Butters MVP? Oh my God, right now he is just on fire.
Let's see if they can keep the momentum up as well. You'll love to see it. As Jorix looking to get that pass up over to Civics, right back up onto offense for Collateral Esports. Big challenge over the midfield, though. Jaffa will get it past. Jorix coming through out of the net, and will transition this back up into the orange half for the moment. A couple of players for Collateral back in the midfield. Butters, he got the follow-up touch, could not get the dunk. Jaffa will use nearly all the boost in the tank to get this back downfield, but the quick touch by Collateral, they're responding to these balls in the midfield excellently. They're keeping the pressure applied. The midfield pass, Civics backed off. It was respecting the defense, didn't want it to go over their head. But Collateral, they're picking it up on offense. They're applying pressure quite a bit.
I love how they're starting to incorporate their demo strat and their bump strat that they've been using very large percentages of success. It is what they have used in all of their best games. And
Ooh.
here's an open backfield. Butters is going to be the one, of course, to finish it. He is just in the right spot consistently. What a vision to take advantage of that. Everybody on the blue side, but Butters is over there. Collateral up 2, largest lead of the night. Let's go.
What did we say earlier? Taking advantage of mistakes. Ames went up for it,
Yes.
couldn't make contact,
Yes.
didn't quite get the aim. This one a little more on target, but no, Jaffa with the own save. And 16-20 Kings, they're falling apart a little bit. Still time left in this game, of course. Credit where credit is due, but they are rattled, and the pressure from Collateral Esports is paying dividends. A little bit more than half of the game to go, but Collateral, they're looking to force game 5 to keep this series alive and take their chance to take the game 2. They will have to finish this out. They can get their way back on offense. It's going to look better and better with how this game's been developing.
That is so true. That's a great observation that you had right there, to notice how 1620 has just looked so uncomfortable. Multiple players in the same spot, multiple times being pushed way in front of the line on the midfield, and just all in all looking like they're not ready to deal with the new Collateral Esports. And right here we have another opportunity on the net. Butters tries, Jorix tries, but they hold firm. 1620 able to start a counterattack onto Collateral after a strong defensive stance, but it will not last long. Butter finding an empty backfield. Jafar almost, he couldn't get it, almost could not get it away, and it just continues the ball towards the orange net. This is not going to stop anytime soon, Alligator.
1620 Kings, they're getting a couple of clears downfield, but they're not getting full possession. Collateral's getting a couple of demos, opening it up for Civics.
Look at Butters. One.
Butters. Disgusting.
2. You can hear it off screen. It wasn't shown, but you heard it. Butters with 2 demos right there to clear the way for Civic, and Civic just had to take a nice simple stroll in the park. I like to call it walk the dog into the net.
You know, Butters usually is a term that's dangerous to cholesterol, but not one that you associate with that much damage, but absolutely running amok up on the offensive end. At Collateral, they're taking advantage of it. 1620 Kings, they are rotating back. They're setting up, almost finding an angle there, but they're quickening their challenges, and not in a good way. They're rushing to it. They're trying to get it past Collateral, but it's not in a contained manner, and Collateral taking advantage of it. Even the saves that they're getting, Collateral, they're still coming through and getting the boost afterwards. You can see getting pinned back on her own back wall and still able to get the follow-up there. Jaffa slowing it down, 40 seconds left, bumped by Jorix. It'll be an easy save for Butters, holding on to the 3-0 lead. And Collateral, they're looking really good. They're playing with confidence. 1620 are shook. They're staring down another game 5. And both squads come into this series 0-2 in terms of series on the night. 1620 Kings have seen game 5 in all of them. They're going to be looking at deja vu, and this is going to be the opportunity for Collateral to drive the knife.
Absolutely. And 1620, so many game 5s. I wouldn't want to say a team like this is exhausted right now, because coming at this level, you need to be used to playing a lot of games a long time. But they've played more games than anybody else tonight, and that's just a fact. Like, it has to have some kind of effect right now that everybody else is a little bit fresher, a little bit more motivated, and they have had nonstop Rocket League. They haven't had a break. They haven't had a single break yet. It's just been game after game after game, coming on to game 15 for them without a break.
Yeah, and based on what we've seen recently, I don't anticipate there being much of a break between these games before we launch into game number 5, where Chad, the winner of this game, will move on to day 2 in this regional. It's all comes down to this, and what a time for the offense of Collateral to start clicking. Butters continuing to pour shots on, taking the 3-1 lead overall. 5 shots for Butters, 7 out of Collateral overall. This is the time for momentum. This is the time for them to push forward. We do have word coming in. 1620 are going to take their 60-second timeout. They're going to take that bit of a moment to try to calm their nerves. But you know what that says? If you're on Collateral, if you're a fan, it says they're scared. It says that they need the time. They're rattled. They need the pause. We have all of the momentum coming into Game 5.
Yes, they need that break. Coach, come help me out. Come tell me something. We need them to chill out for just a second. Collateral, don't chill out. Keep the hype going. Keep moving. Punch the air. Kick a pillow, something. Get that aggression. Keep your teeth gritted. You've got this. You're on the ropes. Finish them. Finish.
This will have the opportunity to do so once the timeout is underway, but we've talked about it throughout the day, throughout all of these matches. Collateral tend to get better as the series go. This is the first time we've seen it in a Game 5, so I'm hoping that continues to go. Our first series went 3 games, our second went 4, now we're looking at 5. I believe in the dub, I believe in the punch to day 2 in this event, and kickoff underway in game number 5. The players know what's on the line. We don't have to remind them. If they're listening to us right now, we'd say to focus on the game. As they're putting offense on, bumps on the goal line as Collateral, they do not look like they've skipped a beat at all.
No, they are relentless right now in their pursuit of the net, and even more relentless in their pursuit of the opponent's cards. They are undying in how much they just want the other card to die.
Looking to take that. Looking to take it out of midfield as well. Another demo on the side, this time from Civics. We'll get a deep clear from 1620 Kings. Jorix answers. Java gets that respawn, a little bit of boost to help bang it downfield. Both teams trading some power shots. We might have a little bit of boomer mode of breaking out as a little possession developing in the Collateral half. Jaffa will find the shot to put 1620 Kings up. They didn't score in the first 10 seconds. It was in the first minute. But based on the trends of this series, they don't score in the first 10 seconds. We stand a really good shot towards the game. But
we do.
That said, Kings with a solid offensive push. Collateral down early. We'll have to push back to get that equalizer goal and push back into the lead.
Yes, down 1, but 4 minutes to go. This is far from decided. A little bit of mistouch right there. Civic's going to push it down, catching it himself on the wing. No, it's going to fall right over him. But now we have an opportunity for Jorix to cut off the defender. Great. Baked Potato can't touch the ball. They are cutting down the defense bit by bit, but the rotations from 1620 Kings are coming in smooth. Oh my goodness. The Civics was so close, man.
Almost there. Collateral, they're aggressive. They're getting the bumps. They're getting the demos. They're playing true to the name, as the cars for 1620 Kings are absolutely just Collateral for Collateral's march towards the goal. However, they have been stymied in the first two-ish minutes of game number 5. Butters looking to change that. Jaffa will suffer for it as the ball bouncing deep into the orange half. Ames looking to make a play. Will be challenged immediately. Jorix wants the bounce. Butters is up, puts it onto the back wall. Pre-jump by Jorix. He's going to pull out because Civics is there. And the communication for Collateral Esports plays off, and they they equalize. Still a little bit more than half of the game to go, but momentum continues. 1620 Kings scored early, but when they've been pushed back, they cannot deny Collateral from scoring.
That was a beautiful way to phrase that right there. The communication was perfect. You saw Jorix go up there just to try to keep a possession ball, but Civics, you could see where Civics came on the mic and say, I got it, I got it, I got it. It is my ball. We're scoring this. And Jorix just backflips out of it, says, okay, bro. And then the placement found the nose pointing in the wrong direction and just puts it on the other side of the nose. And the defender had no chance. Even though the ball was right at the car, it was just slightly to the backside where there was almost zero chance of saving it. Beautiful placement, beautiful play, equalizer goal, 2.5 minutes remaining. Let's go Collateral.
They're bringing it back down onto offense. Jorix trying to follow through, will get cleared out by Ames. trying to bring this solo downfield. Butters off the back wall will get a bit of an assistance from from their teammate. The 1-2-3 play. Butters making the 1-2-3-3 following through. Civics a touch upfield, can't follow through. Jorix back into the shadow defense, 1v1 with Jaffa, gets the save. Baked Potato trying to follow through, will get denied. Baked Potato's been stymied by the defense. Shut the oven door. You're done. You're cooked. You can't get any more. As another shot coming on, getting saved by Collateral. We're forced back onto defense. Jorix getting the touch off to the side, getting closer and closer to maybe not a golden goal, but certainly a silver, as the nerves, the tension will run high as we approach the final minute of game number 5. Winner moves on. Loser will be watching from their homes tomorrow.
Oh yes, this is a high stakes game. The nerves have to be coming in. It's gonna go to experience and momentum. Who's gonna have the most? Who's gonna crack first? Oh, no! The demo smoke blinded Butters.
Oh, the opportunity, almost the own goal from 1620. They escape, but it's got to be their 16-19th life at this point with how close it's gotten in the final 40 seconds. Still tied. A Baked Potato back over to Jaffa, trying to bring it downfield, gets the touch. Jorix looking for the play in the corner. Jaffa running amok on the offensive half. Final 30. As Butters looking for the follow-up touch off the sidewall, leaves it for Civics, puts it on target, but Ames will get the bang. Civics gets the boost steal, and Ames back down on offense, looking for the pass. Civics will deny. Demo coming out in the corner as well. Both teams getting physical. Baked Potato takes the shot. Civics takes the save. 10 seconds left. Jorix flip reset, gets challenged. Shot on target, saved by Butters. Low on boost coming out of the corner, has the solo play. It's free in front. No, Baked Potato cuts it off. Ames one last shot. This one's low, and it will go to overtime. Game 5. Coach Scully, this is it. The winner moves on. Game 5, overtime. 1620 Kings got to be tired of it at this point. But Collateral Esports, they can taste it. They're pushing. They're up on offense. Butters looking for the possession play, challenging Jaffa, who will catch the ball out. Civics into the corner, looking to get the solo play, looking to get the pass over to the corner, caught out by Ames. It's the offense, the pressure. Collateral Esports, they want the win. Butters looking for the follow-up touch. He will get it. It's going to waterfall down in front of the net. Civics looking to bring it through. The pressure continuing as Jorix will be denied by Baked Potato. Butters up, can't follow through in the double touch. And a deep clear by Jaffa will give 1620 Kings their first moment of relief in the entirety of overtime so far.
But Alligator, when am I going to be allowed to breathe? That's what I want to know. When am I allowed to breathe again? This is absolutely nail-biting. It is so tight. Butters is coming in again. Civics there. She's taking a shot. Oh, my God. Athena saves them yet again. 16-19th life. Where are you? This is over. George, open net. No, it's coming up with Baked Potato. Civics off the back wall. Is in front of the net. And no, another block away. This is Stop! Butters, breath, air, something, please. I don't have asthma, but I need an inhaler.
Jaffa looking to set it up for 1620 Kings, but Jorix is back on the defense. Jaffa will gets the demo, but Baked Potato will send it wide over onto the hood of Jorix. A little bit of slow play coming in from Ames, sent back out of the midfield. Baked Potato looking up for Ames. Ames can't find the target. Butters throws it in reverse. A dangerous situation. Hold the breath moment. They're forced back onto defense. A minute 40 into overtime. Game 5. What more can you want? We want to win. As Jorix putting it upfield, trying to get it to Butters. Caught out by Jaffa. And Civics trying to follow through as well. Nearly 2 minutes. Butters cutting off the midfield play. Civics throwing Baked Potato off momentum. Jorix has it in the air. Will be challenged by jumps all in front of the net. Civics gonna have the shot. It's saved. The ball is glowing. 2 minutes into overtime. It will be sent off. Civics dropping it low. Butters low on boost, can't challenge. Baked Potato bumped off, unable to get the play. Time continues to go. Civics up in the air, drops it. Java onto the back wall. Jorix is gonna rotate out half a tank of boost. Some time to work with. Civics in the air as well. Pre-flips into it, can't make contact, but it forces the defense back. It allows Butters time to get the touch. A miss from Ames, but Jaffa coming through in relief. A game and a half played in game 5. And the ball, the moment in in the back corner. Civics trying to get the demo. The shot from Baked Potato goes wide, but he picks up the demo on the goal line. Civics challenge, aims with the double touch off the recovery. As these teams continue to go, Chop is going to drop it low, but the save by Butters. We continue to play. Baked Potato onto the back wall, and a read by Butters again. He puts it past the midfield line. Aims looking to make the play. Civics denies, looking to push this down to feel as Collateral Esports are not slowing down. As Aims trying to get the pass over to the teammate. Jorix and Butters combining to slow this one down. Baked Potato wants to get the angle, but denied. It's sent back into the third. Jaffa low on boost, wants the angle. He can't find it. Going back over to the corner. Baked Potato challenged. Butters slows it down, needs the team play, but Ames will dunk it back down onto the hood. Civics is coming off of the ceiling, but can't quite get the touch off. Baked Potato's clear. Jorix gets it off the top over the defender. Baked Potato is going to give away possession and a moment to breathe for the players. Butters doesn't want any of it. He wants the ground pinch, couldn't quite get the contact, and it will get sent back by Baked Potato.
This is unstoppable right now. Almost a full game played, 4 minutes to be exact, and here we are, still each team, each squad spending an equal amount of time on offense, but we definitely have a larger amount of dangerous opportunities from Collateral. 1620 has just been holding on tight. Jorix trying again. Jaffa trying to take this out on a solo effort. Civics up in the air to stop him right there. Butters needs to half flip into it. He does. Getting underneath it, just waiting patiently. I love the patience from Collateral. Despite all this pressure and all this time, they still find time to pump their brakes and wait for the ball to come to them. There's so much discipline on this squad right now as they are laser focused and hyper intent on winning this game. The openings are there. The opportunities are there. Can they just finish it? Jorix. No, it seeped away at the last second again. It is still not done yet. They are coming again and again. Civics in the air past the Butters. Butters can't make the contact. Civics has another opportunity. I can't speak fast enough for the play that's going on the field as it's coming around again. Civics stops it, putting it back. They cannot get any break. 1620 over a full minute of gameplay now in overtime. Baked Potato with some space decides not to take it. Will that be at the end of him? A quick shot, and that was saved away by the post. The blessings of somebody is on Collateral's side for just a moment. Now Civics with the solo effort taking it around. Butters is going to be the first one there, reading it down, trying to follow it back up into the air, taking it slow. Jaffa waiting. Can he get the flip reset?
Oh my god! Jorix they're continuing to push. How lucky can 1620 get? As Butters going up for another attempt. It's getting hit off to the side. His Ames and Baked Potato both there. Civics burning a ton of boost. Looks for the follow-up touch. Jaffa slows it down. Jaffa needs a breath. We all need a breath, but there's no time. Jaffa denied. Butters cutting it off. Aims onto the back wall, and Civics makes the play out. 6 minutes of overtime. Game 5, Series 3. As Jorix uses all of the boost in the tank, puts it onto the back wall. Ames gets the touch. Civics gets the answer, and he's going to drop it in front of the net, but Baked Potato will get just enough to deny the offense. Jorix will get up to meet the midfield play. Jorix might have an opportunity here. Butters following through. We'll see Jaffa dropping it low. Civics trying to get it over to the teammate, but Ames is there. Jorix, last one, will get it over into the midfield. Jaffa off to the side. Baked Potato wants an opportunity at it. Butters slows him down. Civics with the pop-up needs to get it over to a teammate. As 1620 Kings moving up on offense. Civics following it through into the corner. Baked Potato pressure, puts a shot on target, will be denied by Jorix. Planning to take a boost. He got the pill over the corner. He wants to follow up onto the back while Civics running, and Butters had to pull off the third man. He can't overcommit, especially in a situation like this. Nearly 7 minutes of overtime. As Butters will leave this one for Civics, gets one demo. He was hunting Jaffa. Civics trying to follow through. Jaffa with the touch. Jorix trying to follow through, will be denied. Butters continuing to be a nuisance in that offensive half. Civics challenging Jaffa, pops up over to the midfield. Jorix with the pre-flip, pre-jump, will follow through, looking to get it, will not. Butters looks to put the shot out, but this one's saved as well. All of these shots coming in. I don't even want to know the save counter at the end of this game because I'm going to be disgusted. Jorix puts it off to the side, tries to follow through. Baked Potato to the corner. The pace of play is slowing down for the moment. 7:30 of overtime, 2.5 games in game 5 between Collateral and 1620. They don't want their weekend to end early, but Ames slows down. Flip reset will be a challenge, a bit of a double commit. Baked Potato trying to take advantage, but Jorix back in defense.
Oh my God, that was a clutch
the demo coming out. My goodness, Collateral, they're pinned back, looking to make their way upfield. Slows down for the moment, an awkward bounce, but Jorix coming through to get the clear. Civics buying breathing room for Collateral.
Oh my goodness, this is one of the first times a deep breath can be taken as the pace of play has slowed a little bit. These teams trying to do something different, anything different to get a hold of each other. Demos coming through. Collateral fails. Civics, can he make it? Oh my goodness, is back on the offensive side for Collateral Esports. Can they make it happen? No, they cannot make it happen. It is right there in front of them so many times. They're just inches away, but it might as well be miles, decades, or 8.5 god dang minutes. This is unreal. Overtime.
Butters trying to get the pinch up, trying to set up that offense for Collateral. Java getting the touch on the corner. Civics is going to get the shot. Ames is going to make contact. Baked Potato a touch too fast into the air. Butters going for the deep bang. Ames will read off the 50. Java look for the angle. Will roll wide. Baked Potato can't make contact. It's a foot race back over to the orange half. Civics has control. Civics has the shot. He goes off the crossbar and it goes downfield. The transition. Jorix cuts it off. Civics sends it back down. He wants another opportunity. He won't be denied. He gets it back to Butters and another denial as Ames taking up the dribble. He sets up the flick. Jorix slows it down, gets the follow-up touch. No, it will go by a couple. Jaffa will follow up, and Butters coming out of net to slow Jaffa down. Civics will slow down as well. I think he was leaving it for Jorix, but a dangerous position as we're approaching 10 minutes of overtime. Dangerous. Jaffa does not get it. It's going to get knocked up. Baked Potato takes a shot. Jorix gets the save. A return by Jaffa. This one off the crossbar as well. The woodwork coming in clutch. I don't know who paid him. I didn't, but somebody's paying the field. And the shot coming in. And Butters instead of D2. Butters the MVP. Oh my goodness. 9:53. We go on to day 2.
Oh my God, I'm light-headed, alligator. I am light-headed. I am dizzy.
Oh my God, chat, I had a full head of hair before the game. It's just all gone. What a way, what a fight. Collateral have done it. They have taken out 1620 in one of the most insane overtimes I've ever had the pleasure to cast, even just to watch. And my goodness, I am so proud of these guys to move on and to keep fighting and to punch their ticket into day 2 of the regional.
That overtime! Butters MVP. Oh my God, the Twitch chat. I couldn't stop laughing at the Twitch chat, guys. You guys right here watching are amazing. I normally don't try to interact too much. I find it a little bit less than professional, but you guys are amazing. That is 10 minutes of spam this butter to help out Butters. That is 10 straight minutes of spam this butter to help out Butters. This is a clutch chat, guys. You guys are amazing.
Oh my goodness, chat, you were here to see it. They move on, they move through. Every series getting longer. Every game with ground zero coming down to the wire. The second series against a wild card. Again, the close matches. And every one of these was 16-20. Absolute nail biters. 16-20, they played the full length today, 15 games, and how many overtimes, and ultimately aren't able to break through it. But we're not going to talk about them. We're going to talk about Collateral. What a freaking final. Civics 9 shots, Butters 7, and 4 from Jorks. Jorks had 7 saves, Butters with 5, 14 saves out of Collateral when it all came down to the wire. That is how you step up. That is how these teams make it to these events. That is how they make it to RLCS. When they get the pressure, they stand up, they push back, they prove what they're made of. And you know what they're made of? Coach Skelly, they're day 2 material, and they will play tomorrow.
This is amazing. Nobody has worked harder to get where they are right now. Nobody has proven themselves more to get where they are right now. Collateral showed hands down that they are capable of being here. They deserve to be here, and they're willing to put on not only the effort and the work to get up to this point, but the fight and the long-winded drive to keep it going. That was not only 10 extra minutes of Rocket League. That was not only 3 minutes of Rocket League. That was 3 minutes of some of the fastest, high-octane pace of play I have ever seen. The cuts were perfect, and I'm talking my coach's playbook. I have checklists for first man cuts. I have checklists for second man cuts. I have checklists for third man pushes. Those checklists, all 10 minutes, were almost completely 100% accurate. I had no issues. The willpower, it's almost like if anybody's ever gone rock climbing or gone to a rock climbing gym around your area, after a while of doing it, you kind of realize that it's not your strength that holds on and keeps your body up. It is your sheer willpower to not let go. You slip and you know you can get up to that next stone, and you just hang on with your fingertips. That was it. They realized that it's not their inability to score, not their inability to defend, that keeps them at this high level. It is simply their willpower to not let a single thing into their net, and they showed it right here. Their willpower was stronger than anything else in the world, and it showed through all 10 minutes, all 15 minutes of gameplay.